Hello friends, welcome to Apex Chess Academy. Today we are going to see something very unique. Yes, it's Carlsen's umbrella. Now, what does it mean by Carlsen's umbrella? Okay, so here how we are using umbrella? Well, we all know, right? In monsoon, we are trying to protect ourselves from rain. Same way, here in chess, the umbrella word is basically used to protect our king from any kind of checks from opponent's rook, and that is known as umbrella in chess in endgame. And here Carlsen is using this technique of umbrella, and that's why I give the name of Carlsen's umbrella. Okay, so let's discuss about this position. Okay, before going to discuss this position, I would like to say that last Saturday I could not upload any video because I was a little bit busy. But okay, make sure that I'm going to upload at least one video per week, and especially every Saturday exactly at 4 p.m. Yeah, it's Indian time, 4 p.m. And I may add additional video during any week, but this one video is sure every Saturday 4 p.m. Okay, so let's see here in this position. Okay, let's first of all let me tell the position for the blind player. Okay, white king g2, rook g7, a2, d5, f2, f5, g3, h6. Black, king h8, rook c7, a7, b5, e5, f6, and f5, f7. e5, f6, f7. Okay, so here it's a white to play. And okay, there are basically two or three different methods, so I'm not saying that exactly only one method wins here. So this was a game between Carlsen and Aronian in 2007. So here white played d6. This was very accurate. Here black has to play rook d7, and it looks like, okay, why white is giving his asset, I mean d5 pawn is the passed pawn, you should play king f3 like this. But here white has a very deep idea indeed. So what he's doing after d6, so after d6 rook f7, then he'll try to bring his king to f3, maybe e4 d5, or maybe g4 sometimes. If you take on d6, the point is white is going to take on f7. Now you will argue that, I mean, if you take on f7, we are just taking a double pawns in black's camp, so it's not going to benefit us, right? But white's idea is to bring his king to g6. Let's say after d6, if opponent plays rook d7, we'll just bring king f3. And if someone takes on d6, which is a bad move, of course Arun didn't play this move, but okay, if he played this move, then we can simply play rook into f7 followed by king g4, king h5, king g6. And this is what the point behind d6. We just want to take the f7 pawn and try to activate our king. But here Aronian played a very beautiful waiting move. He played b4. Now what is the meaning of this move? So after b4, now if you play king g4, your idea is still you're waiting to take on d6, and then you take on f7 and play king h5. But then after king g4, black can play a5, and black is not forced to take on d6. And black is trying to create a pressure on queen side by creating a pass pawn. So here, after b4, you cannot play king g4, and now once you played king e4, now your idea is king d5, king c6. Now only Aronian took the pawn on d6. This is a very beautiful move order. But still, white played rook into f7, and here rook a6 was played. But okay, rook d4 won't help because we can simply play king f3, and then we'll try to play g4, king g3, and king h4. So here after king e4, black played rook a6, and now white played a very good move. Okay, so here how to win, because now your king is little bit far from g6 square, and if you, I mean, you can still play king f3, but then rook a2, king g4, rook f2. I mean, you cannot play king h5 because rook f5 is coming. So king f3 still it's winning, but it's little bit difficult. While here Carlsen has played a beautiful move, and that is what our main idea is. So here it's white to play and find out the best move. Okay, let's discuss. Hope everyone has found the correct move. Here our main intention is to go king g6, and when you play king g6, opponent may give some checks from behind, let's say rook a2, rook f2, and some checks on g5. Okay, once he win the g3 pawn. So here Carlsen played a beautiful move. He has anticipated this idea, and he just want to defend his king from the checks from the behind, and that's why he's playing g4, and this is the starting position of our theme umbrella. So g4. Now here, okay, direct rook a2 won't help much. We can simply take rook f6 and then we'll try to play g5 and g4. Um, okay, g3 is also not working. Let b3 is also not working here. So let's say after rook a2, just let me show you quickly the solution of this rook a2 move. Rook into f6, b3, g5, b2, check, rook f8 check, king h7, rook f7 check, king g8, rook g7 check, king f8, and now just rook b7 with the threat of h7 and h8 queen. So let's come back to the position when we have played g4. Here in game black played king g8, and here Carlsen played h7 check. Because you cannot take on f7, I'm just going to make a queen, so you have to play king h8 back. And here again Carlsen is playing the same idea, continue with the same theme umbrella. He played g5. So the point is, if you are not going to take, then I can simply play g6, and then my f7 pawn is protected, so that I can play rook f8 check and followed by h8 queen. So here black is forced to take on g5, and here f6. Now what he's doing with the move f6? He just try to play king f5 and king g6. So this is, I mean, f5 is just a transit square for the king, and here indeed black resign. Okay, let's understand why. If black plays rook into a2, we just play king f5, and if rook into f2 check, now we have king g6, and now you can see that this g5 pawn is in fact in our team, right? So this g5 pawn helps white king, so that I mean, white king is very safe and remains protected from any kind of checks from g file. And next move is rook f8 mate, right? So this is the first example of our theme umbrella, right? So hope you enjoyed this first part, and stay tuned for second part as well. Thank you friends.